Hello, I'm Andy, and happy birthday. Born on the 2nd of April. That's a very creative, imaginative horoscope to have. You will be a very charming person and be willing to help mankind and be a humanitarian as well. You will have the gift of creativity in many, many ways. You could be a trader in business, buying things from different countries to different countries. You would love to travel the globe and you like to migrate and stay in other countries as well. You will have the benefit of being a professional in every sense of the word. And in business, you will always choose the businesses that are either with food or beverage or anything to do with beautifying men and women, interior decor, even landscape artist. And you will be an artist of any kind. You could be in the entertainment field in any area of entertainment. You could be an artistry or yourself. And so you have that magnetism of the moon, which produces the most charming of all people. Yes, sometimes you can have a very bad temper. Sometimes people will think you're very dominating. Sometimes people may think you are arrogant. Try to quieten these planets down by being more open with people and don't become a perfectionist. You will have a sense of inventiveness about you and you can do well in the business of information technology. To do business would be definitely of interest to you because you have the creativity of choosing businesses. And in anything that you buy and sell, the element of beauty will always be there. Why not? You could be in politics as well, because you are able to use words, and the beauty about you is that you will use your charm to sway people to your way of thinking. So you are considered born on a very lucky day. The calendar year 2020, you have to be a bit cautious, is moving very fast. And so the platform of any progress is not stable, maybe not up to 35 or 40% not stable. So you have to be careful that any area of your life, there may be a slip and a fall or some kind of difficulties to get things done. Try not to change plans too often in 2020, or you will leave yourself very flat footed. 2020 are planets also who bring unexpected problems like for you. They could be in the romantic side, they could be in the health side. I want to give you some sample of ages because that's something I don't know about you. And if you happen to be the ages of 20 or 29 or 38 or 47 or 56 or 65 or 74 or even 83, well, you're going to have a very eventful birthday and you're going to have a very interesting year if you're of these ages. And even 2020 will not be able to stop you from being extremely lucky. You'll be able to push your plans through beautifully. You may do important things like migrate to another country, buy a big house, do something that changes your life for the better. I'm going to give you another sample of ages. And if you happen to be the ages of 16 or 25 or 34 or 43 or 52 or 61 or 70 or 79, you are going to be extremely lucky. And even if 2020 produces up to 35% problem, you'll be able to overcome them and do well. These are very special ages for people born on the 2nd of April. And in business, you could be a person inspired to do business. In fact, as you get older, you will have the intuition level very, very high. You could be a great healer, a great astrologer, a great tarot card reader. You'll have interest in all these things. But most of all, you will be in the element of beauty, hairstyling salon, beauty parlors, and interior decorators, and all these things you'll be able to do. So you're going to have a wonderful life of your own. I'm going to give you now another sample of ages. And if you happen to be the ages of 15 or 24 or 33 or 42 or 51 or 60 or 69 or 78, then you have to be very, very cautious. Anything to do with finances may trouble you a great deal in 2020. You cannot afford to take financial risk of any kind. Anything to do in love affairs, you have to be careful in 2020. A lot of things will go wrong, misunderstandings and misinformation. And anything to do with buying property as well, investing anywhere, you have to be very careful of these ages. Because these ages which I've just mentioned, they go along with 2020 for the negative effect on you. So you cannot trust the 2020 if you're of these ages which I've just given you. And even health areas, you have to be very careful. Bad news can come. I'm going to give you another set of ages. And if you happen to be the ages of 23 or 32 or 41 or 50 or 59 or 68 or 77, you have to also be very cautious. This time, these ages will be affected very badly in financial areas. And you have to be careful that any kind of financial dealing or even situation in jobs or anything basically to do with investments can go very wrong in 2020. So you have to be very careful if you're of these ages investing or lending out money or in any way creating any kind of businesses. So you see, that's how different ages can do this to different positions of 2020. Well, overall, I'm going to talk to you about your health for a minute. And born on the 2nd of April, if you're a lady listening to me, your gynecological areas must be checked. The areas of the womb, the breast, and the ovaries. And if you're a man, you should have your blood test for your testosterone. And you should also be careful that you're born with a very sensitive stomach and a colon, and the bowels are very sensitive as well. I don't want to say too much about your health because I have too little information. All I know is 2nd April. If I could have your full date of birth, your time of birth, and more importantly, to look at your palms, then I could have a 90-minute session with you to tackle your next 9 years. Okay? And that will cost you USD $50. And so in this 90 minutes, I will be tackling all areas of your 9 years in every area of life. And I will make it a very comprehensive reading for you, especially reading your palms. I'll show you how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers. I'll show you how to reach to the supernatural energy that you have within you. We all have it. To connect to it is the most important so that we can become very special. And I will show you how to make the best of your life in many, many ways. So you born on the 2nd of April are a very special person. And that's why you're going to be a great professional, an expert of something or another. And the imagination will always be used in every form. So send me that image, send me that email. This is my email. And send me that email so that we can have a 90-minute session, which will cost you USD $50 to know your next 9 years in all areas of your life. One day, I hope that we meet because you have a horoscope which can reach for the stars in many, many ways. And let me help you in that. It was a pleasure talking to you, and happy birthday to you again. Thank you and goodbye.